What's up, good people? How you doing this morning? We're going to talk about CCIV and the stock market as a whole. See you in a couple of seconds. Welcome back. We're going to talk about things we did right and things we did wrong. For those of you that's new to the page, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Welcome to the family. Okay, let's get right into it. All right, we're going to talk about CCIV first, and then we're going to talk about the market, the entire stock market, what I think. Okay, let's look at what we did right and what we did wrong. So, first of all, I made a video yesterday and it was like Judgment Day. I was suffering with no sleep. As you can see, I was red-eyed, and I had incorrect information myself. So I misspoke. That video, it was what it was. It was what it was. All right. But I just want to tell you, I was in a stock called Hylian, and I did a lot of wrong things with that stock. But this stock, CCIV, we did a lot of things that was right. Because what do we do here? We learn from our mistakes. So one of the things we did right was I suggested to you guys, I always say what I'm doing because I'm not your financial advisor. I suggested not to get it when it was running up. I suggested that it was too late. I know a lot of people were saying buy, buy, buy. I was saying it was too late, and I'm glad I did. Hopefully I saved you guys from making a lot of bad mistakes of buying it at $60, $62. You don't want you would be in a bad position if you would have bought it there. So I told you guys not to buy. Another thing we did here is we sold. We took profit. Remember, all the way. So actually everything that I put into the stock to purchase it, I got back out. I'm just playing with the house's money. So we made those things. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I sold the warrants when I thought they were overvalued. Now, there's something in you that just says, well, keep letting them run. But I said, nope, I'm not going to be greedy. I sold the warrants. So the actual money, I sold the warrants. I was up 300% on the warrants. So I sold half of my warrants. So the only thing that I have left in there is what I want. And I'm keeping this stock because I want Lucid Motors in my portfolio, in my EV portfolio. Here's where I messed up yesterday as a rush to judgment. Now, it didn't hurt anybody, but I just wanted to make sure you guys have correct information. The evaluation that I was reading was incorrect, okay? The evaluation, they evalued the company, the evaluation, I'm sorry, is at 24 billion. Now, for those of you that's electricians, you know, the lower the number, the thicker the wire, right? And in this case, it's the same thing with evaluations. We had evaluations that was 12 billion, 15 billion, 18 billion, and these were all rumored, right? And so it would have been a good thing had it come in at 12 billion, right? And so I was thinking at 12 billion, we'll get around $75 at 12 billion, $75 to $80, right? Excuse me. But now it came in at 24 billion. So now you're looking to cut that in half, right? And so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't like to give price predictions, but I wouldn't be surprised if it settles around the $45 range. But I will tell you this. It was just the announcement of the merger. That's another thing I misspoke in the video. I clearly had in the title, merger announcement. And then I misspoke and I corrected it in the text. But the merger did not happen. There's always a merger announcement. This is my 7th SPAC. There's always a merger announcement, an announcement of the merger, like LCA and all of the other SBE, all of the SPACs that's out there, right? And Hylian, those are all SPACs, special purpose acquisition companies. But so now we're looking at the evaluation, and that's what caused the stock price to tank over 30%. Okay. And so that's where we're at right now. I will tell you that I'm holding what I have. I'm still green, not as green as I was, of course, losing 30%, just like the rest of you, but I'm only playing with the house's money. So what we're going to do is take these lessons and learn them because when the next hot SPAC come, we will be even better prepared. So I pretty much played this SPAC. This is the best play I've had. I've played this SPAC really good. I bought and sold those warrants every time it dipped. I bought the warrants and then I sold them at high. And after the fourth time of doing that, actually the fifth time of doing that, I'm only playing with the house's money. So we executed that. Those of you that's been following me, we executed that perfectly and we're good. Now, we just lost some of our profits. We didn't lose what we initially put in. So hopefully you guys were limited. But I will tell you that I'm looking for it. Just what happens with SPACs is there's a sell-off. Like I told you guys, they're selling off, right? Then leading up to the merger, there's usually a ramp in. So what we got to look at right now is institutional buy-ins and see if they run it back up to, mid 40s or whatever. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. There's a lot of volatility left, but I'm holding it long term. I'm holding this stock for years to come. And so there is another thing that we have to talk about. When the market is going crazy, let's talk about the stock market. When the stock market is going crazy, you have to know what stock are a swing trade and what stock are an investment. And if you're just trading and not investing, you're doing yourself a disjustice, because now's the time to look at stock that you're going to be investing in. You really should be looking at post-COVID stock right now. A lot of industries were actually doing well, even though the market was red. Financials have been doing well. Banks have been doing well. And so when one segment is going down, another segment is doing okay. So you guys really need to be diversified. Diversified. So I'm very well diversified. I used to always say, we always talk about loading the boat, but now we have to balance the boat. Okay. So here's where I think we are. I've been saying that I believed that Q1, quarter one, which we're still in, that we still have a recovery. I'm sorry. We still have a correction, and we're still in a correction. And believe it or not, it's hard to take. It's like a nasty pill. It's hard to take, but it's actually healthy for the market, because after the correction period, we go through recovery, and then I believe we're going into another bull market. If you look historically, that's where we are, especially after a presidential election, and especially after a presidential election where a Republican is going out and a Democrat is coming in. All right. So we got to look at the whole picture, good people. So now, what is Larry buying? Absolutely nothing. I've learned there's a time to buy and there's a time to sit still. So right now I'm sitting still. All of the positions that I got, all of the stock that I bought, I'm keeping. So for those of you that are going to say, what about this stock? What about this stock? What about this stock? Everything I bought, I'm holding right now. And I'm going to look at, I'm just going to monitor the market day by day. So we're going to navigate through this, but we're going to do it wisely. So there's a time to buy, and I already bought dips, and now there's a time to sit still. So I'm going to sit still and monitor the market. Money is not endless, okay? And when I see that there's a sign that we are going into recovery, then I'll buy some more dips. And remember, you have to be very selective of the stock you're picking right now, more selective now than ever, because you want to buy stock that is going to be up next month. And that's what saves my portfolio a lot of times when we're in these red days. I have stock that I bought 5 months ago thinking that they will be green now, right? And so that's the way you balance the boat. you'd get some long-term stock. So I am good with where I am with CCIV. I hope you guys are good where you are at, but you got to understand what stock are long and what stock are short. Now, I bought some CCIV long-term, but I also bought some for a swing trade, and I sold those already. So the stock that I currently am keeping are the ones that I'm holding long. All right. So that's what I think about CCIV. I wanted to correct and get correct information. I rushed to judgment yesterday, last night, and it was incorrect, right? The evaluation I gave was off, all right? And the merger was just announced, all right? We want to be clear on that. I want you guys to have a clear picture so we can continue to make money. So about the market, we are still correcting. We're still correcting. And I've been saying this, we're being corrected. And I've been saying to keep some money set aside to buy the dips. But as of right now, I'm buying nothing. I am sitting and I'm monitoring and I'm waiting. Okay. And so then we're going to go into recovery and we're going to go into another bull run because we got stimulus checks still coming in March, prayerfully. That's going to stimulate the economy and the stock market. We got the vaccine run-throughs. I just believe that we're going to ramp up through the month of March with new vaccines even coming. So it's going to be looking greener. Things are going to start opening up. Restaurant cities, all of that, especially this summer, post-spring. There's a lot of green things yet to happen. And so if you buy stock now, looking towards that, you're going to be okay. All right, good people. I hope this helped you. Again, I have to keep saying this. If you see any correspondent talking about a WhatsApp, a phone number, or my broker, it is not me. My name should be grayed out. It's spam. All right. I also want to tell you guys that I have two links below. One is a Webull. They're running a promotion. Now it's up to $1,800. So all you have to do is download the app, deposit $100, and you can get up to $1,850 of free stock. Okay. And then I get a free stock. You know, my free stock is, around 29 bucks. I don't get any of those good ones yet, but a lot of you guys have gotten it. What I like about Webull is you can see pre-market trade, and you can use their tools to see what's going on before the market opens and after market close. And I also have a Coinbase app down there for those of you that want to get into crypto, and they have tutorials in there. They have videos, and then when you watch the videos, they reward you with free Bitcoin. Okay. All right, good people. Hopefully that helped you. We're going to be monitoring things. And so we look at what we've learned. And even I learned a lesson. Don't be quick to get information out that is not correct. All right, good people. Let's continue to make good money, live, love, laugh, and learn.